right, we are ready to color our illusion, our optical illusion color wheel. So I have gone through the colors and I have picked out all of the colors for our color wheel. You should already have your color wheel labeled with the correct colors. So I've picked out, there's 12 colors, we have 12 slices, that's what we should have. So in order, I have blue, blue-green, green, yellow-green, yellow, yellow-orange, orange, red-orange, red, red-violet, violet or purple, and blue-violet. So I've got all my 12 colors. I'm going to push those out of the way for the moment. And I've also got a black. Black is important in this because it's going to create our shadowing, which will help us create our optical illusion. So I'm going to start with, it doesn't even matter where you start, but I'm going to start with my blue-green. And the first thing I'm going to do, and you'll notice that this is traced in black Sharpie. Yours are going to stay in pencil. The reason mine's traced in black Sharpie is so you can see it. So yours is going to stay in pencil. And it's going to look better in pencil anyway. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to just make a light X in every other chunk. That's going to tell me these are the ones I'm coloring in because I'm not going to color in all of them. So I'm going to go ahead and lightly fill in each of those sections. And remember, I am doing it lightly because I want to have a light and a dark area. That's going to create my illusion. So I'm going to go through and color all of these in lightly. That just means I am not pushing hard. I'm also trying to go in the direction of my curved lines. That's going to help our illusion as well, especially when we get into the shading part of it. So there we go. And I have one more chunk up here. I think you can see that. Yeah. All right. So I have my 3 chunks colored in lightly. Now I'm going to go back and I'm going to go right along my edge with a dark line. So now I'm coloring heavy, I'm pushing hard, and I'm going to do that on both edges, but not all 4, just the 2 straight edges. And then I'm going to go out from that darker color just a little bit. And I'm going to blend it into the light that's going to be in the middle. I'm going to do the same thing on this side. And again, I'm going in the same direction as my curved lines. Okay, so I have one slice. Then I'm going to do another slice here. Again, go right along the edge with a nice heavy line. And you'll find that when you get into the bigger sections, it's a little bit easier because you have a little more space to play. Again, I'm going in the same direction as my curved lines. I'm staying dark right along that edge. Sorry if the camera is shaking. Dark right along that edge, and I'm going to get lighter as I get towards the center. I don't want any harsh lines, so I'm really trying to just blend it in to the middle color. Oh, a bell. Yay us. Okay, do it on this side. Again, just trying to blend it into that middle color. This little chunk. A little bit easier because it's tiny, short. Okay, so I have my initial colors down, and I'm going to do the 2 on this side as well, and then I'm going to show you the next one. to move on to the next step. You can see I've got 3 of my slices colored, and you should be able to start seeing that illusion just in these 3 slices. The next step that we're going to do is we're going to take our black, and our black is going to just go on the outsides, the edges, the straight edges of each of our shapes, of each of our sections. So even the ones that we've left white, because they need some of that shading as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start on this blue section right here, and I'm going to go just along those edges. And where I already have a black line, it's kind of easy for me to see. You guys are going to have to look a little closer because you're looking for your pencil lines. But I'm going to go on either side of that black, or that pencil line, the straight line. Oop, I missed a little bit of blue right there. Here we go. And then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to do the same thing that we did with our color, with our black, but we're going to do it in all of our sections. So I'm going to start with this center one and get just a little bit of shading along those edges, including in my colors, in my white. And again, I'm trying to go in the same direction as my curved lines, and I'm getting lighter as I go out because I want it to fade. And we're going to leave the center of those completely white, so don't fill it in completely. We just want it to kind of feather into those, to that center section. So I'm going to go ahead and keep doing just this, and I'll talk to you again in just a second. I have the first section of mine done, and you can see, I'm hoping that you can see that when I have my lines, my curved lines are going in this direction, they're going up from my straight lines, that's the way I am coloring with my crayons as well, because I want to go in that same direction. It really does add to the illusion that we're going for. So after that little brief, or maybe not so brief, explanation, you're going to color in the rest. Make sure that your crayon color, what the crayon says, matches what you've written in your art piece. For example, okay, this crayon is your yellow-green. This crayon is your green yellow. Look at the difference, and you're gonna know right away as soon as you put it down on the paper that it does not go next to it. Okay, so just be very careful and make sure that it works, or your illusion's not gonna work out like you want it to. So that's all for this video. Can't wait to see yours.